Everybody. So glad you could join us. If you don't know me, I'm Corey Newman. I'm the Executive Director of ELEA. And today we have with us Helen and Navneet. Am I saying that correctly?
Yes, that's correct.
Close. From Illumine. And I've learned a lot about Illumine in the last couple weeks and excited to have them here to share with you some of the solutions that they bring to the childcare management software space. And so I'm going to turn everything over to them. I think there'll be time for questions and answers at the end. And also know that Melanie and I could easily be reached if you're looking, need contact information, need some more Q&A, want to talk through some of the stuff that was discussed here today. So we are available to you to answer those questions. So I will let the two of you take it away, and thank you for being here.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Gauri. Maybe we'll go a quick round of introduction and then we'll get started. I'll start first. My name is Navneet. I'm founder for Illumine, founder and CEO for Illumine. We take care of the whole operation side of it. So we have a platform where teachers, parents, and owners come together. The idea is not have multiple solutions out there. One for teachers, one for parents, one for billing, one for communication. The idea is bring everything under one roof and how AI can come on the platform and help teachers, owners, and everybody on the platform. So that's a brief intro about us. Helen is from our team, is global expansion team, so help us growing here. Anything else, Helen, you want to add? Go ahead, please add it.
I've just been with you guys for 5-ish months, based in Florida, originally from Australia, but yeah, helping with the US side of the operations. Yeah. Be good to get an intro from everyone, just so we know type of audience and things like that as well. Melanie, you're the first one on my list. Just because your face is...
I understand. My name is Melanie Bickett, and I am the Membership Director for the ELEA. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. Who wants to go next? Michael, Katie, Lynn?
I'll go. My name's Katie Jones, and I'm a Director of an early learning program in Tacoma, Washington.
Got it. Welcome, you, Katie.
Hello, I'm Lynn Hockenberger. I'm a director at an early childhood program in Phoenix, Arizona.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Hi, my camera's not working. My name is Jennifer. I am the preschool director of a preschool in Arlington, Washington.
Welcome, Jen.
Okay, my name is Kim Irwin. I'm the treasurer for Good Shepherd Preschool in King of Prussia, and our director is away this week, so she asked me to sit in.
Got it. That I showing some other name. I was like, who is that?
That's I'm using my husband's Zoom.
No worries, Kim. Okay, so we had a round of introduction before deep dive on the product demo. Anything specifically you guys have in mind as a challenge that you look to solve from as a director lens? Because I can see most of you guys are directors here, already running centers from a couple of years, have been experiencing most of it. I think maybe have familiar with a couple of solutions already out there. Yeah, anyone?
We don't use any kind of software right now because we haven't found something that's a fit for our program, but definitely something that would help with registration and communication would be something that we'd be interested in. Got it.
Got it. And okay, so you are not using it. Anyone using any other solutions as of now for any of the operations? Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, we use Brightwheel.
Use Brightwheel, and that is used for everything, like in terms of the communication, billing, and everything.
Yes.
Okay, and do you expect anything that needs to be there in the solution which you're looking for?
You got my brain a spinning. I'm going to think about that for a few minutes if I could.
Got it. Feel free to drop in the chat because we have a couple of things that I'll drop later in terms of what we have got and how we have approached it. Yeah. Anyone else want to share anything before we deep dive on the product?
Jennifer shared that she's using Kangaroo Time, and she's in chat, just interested in learning more about programs that are out there. So I think everybody's always looking for a better solution. I don't think anybody's come up with the perfect solution yet.
That is the tough spot to find a perfect solution. Even if I say for us, we're still building. So I'll share with a brief story and then go ahead. So I started as a parent 7 years back. So my son is 8 years, and first year when he started going to childcare, that's how I started. And as a parent, I wanted to know like what he has been doing in a childcare or in a preschool, and when he comes back, so that we can have a quality time when they come back home. Because at that age, if you ask what have you done, you're not gonna get any answers out there. And like, but if I know what rhyme they have been singing in the circle time, if I start singing, that's where the engagement starts. So that's how I started, but then realized teachers needs to have a right set of tool to engage. The school system doesn't work in a childcare and in a preschool space. Because the kind of communication that is happening, the kind of activity, lesson planning is happening is very different from there. Similarly, the billing needs is very different for childcare in a preschool space. So we try to build a platform which takes care of complete journey from first touch point where parent goes to your website, says, I'm interested, put an inquiry form or a lead form out there, to have a tour of your center, visiting them and meeting them, filling up the enrollment form, registration form, getting either in wait list or getting into the program on board to get started. And then daily operation, which kicks in, check in and check out, daily reports, lesson planning and assessments that happens, progress report that happens, all of that under one, along with the billing going on in parallelly, so that you can make sure that that is also taken care. So we try to cover this whole journey in one product. That's the approach has been, because then owners and directors can see the complete data, not in the fragmented data in multiple systems along with that. So when we started with that, we had a couple of enterprise chains as well as the smaller centers out there. Like, for example, we work with Guidepost. We work with brands which has more than 100 locations. We also work with a brand which has 1 location, 50 students out there. But the idea is you don't have to go to multiple solutions. You can do with one. And on top of that, like, because teachers have to go and take care of children, they cannot be just spending time in terms of the software to updating. How can we make it easy? So that's where we got AI on the platform to help teachers do it. Bridge the language gap, if you see on a platform, like between parents, because I've seen a lot of places people are speaking, grandparents are speaking, for example, Spanish. They want to see updates in Spanish, what is coming out to them. They want to chat with them in a different languages. How can also platform support on that? So all of that covered under one platform. I'll go ahead and share my screen. Helen, you want to fill in anything? Feel free to, yeah.
Good, you covered
it. Got it. Where to go? Yeah. You guys can see my screen. All good. Okay. So this is the web version or the admin side of it or the manager side of it, where you can see the product, you can see how the dashboard looks like, you can see how many rooms, how many students, what are the ratios looks like. You can see at a center level, or you can say, no, I want to look at the class level. I can go ahead and look at the class level. Who has been checked in, whether somebody has not been checked in, all of that information here. I can also get a sense what is happening in terms of the daily reports, what updates has gone, any incident has been recorded, any announcement has gone, all of that. If any important events are there, it will start showing up here. So this can be any event, like Halloween celebration or anything that will show. And parents will also receive automatic reminders out there. I don't have any events and birthday this week here, but if it's there, it'll start showing up here. Under the parent communication, you'll also have different sections to make it easy for parents to get a sense, like if they have any concern, they can raise a concern. They have to drop a note, pick up and drop, they can do it. Yeah, Helen.
Yeah, I was going to say just quickly before we go into it, I think because there's quite a few people on the call, just come off mute and like jump in with a question. Don't be shy.
Keep it engaging, yeah.
So yeah.
If I'm going too fast or anything looks interesting, you want me to deep dive on that, I'll go specific areas. Yeah. So yeah, we also have inquiries, we also have billing, all of that under one report. So let's start with the inquiries. That's the first touch point that we see. So any inquiries coming from your website, your Facebook or Instagram campaigns, any events that you do gathering inquiries from all of that can come here in the system, and you'll be able to see a quick glance. How many inquiries have come this month? How many conversions has happened? Inquiries has been missed in terms of the follow-ups, all of that information here. Which one is working better, whether Facebook is working better or your website form is working better. You can have multiple forms on your website, like one is a CTA saying contact us versus there is an online inquiry form. So all of that you will be able to see and get a sense as a business what is working better. And this is, I'm showing everything from a single center point of view. But if you're running multiple locations, we also have this report with a comparison across locations out there. I can see month on month how many inquiries I've got, how many of them actually converted into the admission or into the wait list. I can define all of that. I can see how many follow-ups, how many tasks of it, all of that information here. Let me just, and how does it looks like? So if I go here, let's see. So I have my whole funnel mapped from admission process, like whether they come interested, then they go to, then they either go waiting, invalid, or admitted out of that. And this is, you can personalize, like, so you have a setting section where I can change like how I want my inquiry funnel needs to be and how it needs to be color coded, all of that. So that you get a sense like very clearly when you come here where the inquiries are stuck. It also highlight, like, for example, in this inquiry, there is no activity has been done from so many days. There is no follow-up done, all of that. So it highlights there. And we are soon bringing an AI feature here, which will highlight a score of an inquiry too. Based on the activities, based on the starting date, it will show a probability of lead. So if it's more than 75, it looks a warm lead. If it's more less than 30, it's like a cold lead, all that. And it's very easy to use. Like I can drag and drop. So somebody has done the tour, interested to take, I can go ahead and drag them as admitted here. Now it will take care of all the information that I've collected and create their account in one click. So I can say, yes, I want to put them in a room. Let's say sampling. I fill all this information, whether they're signed up or they're going to be active now, and then just create their account. Go ahead.
Yeah, does anyone have a particular story or problem with this process right now, like managing a wait list or, you know, a tool that you use that just isn't very easy to use? Anything that stands out that someone would want to mention? Or just how it's being managed, if it's on paper or whatever.
Or it looks good.
Well, prior to Brightwheel that we use, you know, I was old school with pen and paper. You know, everything was handwritten, and then, you know, you graduate to a spreadsheet, but having it all in one concise place has been very helpful.
Very helpful. So you manage the inquiries now, not on Excel. You move to a system and able to see how many inquiries have come, what is your wait list looks like, all of that.
Through Brightwheel, yes. And your platform obviously has the same capacity, and that's wonderful. Very helpful.
Very helpful. Okay. And if I go inside an inquiry also, like, so I think, I'm not sure whether these all options are out there in Brightwheel or not, but you can see the timeline of any interaction that has happened till now. I can have, like, I can send them a mail or I can schedule a tour for them. Or if I have given them a call, I can also log that call, that what has been discussed and when is the next follow-up out there. So those things quickly can come here. You can send them new forms, like, so let's say now the inquiry forms, so you want to send them a registration form. I can click, I can say registration form or admission form, and you can send them directly from here. Yeah, I've not added the parent details. So yeah, it's asking me to add the parent details. Okay, and if you're collecting any fee as part of the inquiry stage itself, let's say registration fee or a interest fee, booking fee or something, that also you can collect at this stage too. I'm not sure whether this is something that happens here, where as part of the first, like blocking the seat or something like that, where they pay a very small booking amount. Does it happen in any of the schools here? Leave that. No? Okay.
I have a question, but it's not really what you're covering right now. So for the communication, do you have an app that you use? I see that you have a WhatsApp message on here. Does it go through WhatsApp, or what's the communication method? Because right now we just use email, and I use Google product. Like I use Google Forms for registration and to track that, and then in Sheets. So I have things all over the place. So having it in one place looks nice. So I'm just wondering, like, what do you use to communicate with the parents?
So it's a very good question, I think it is. So there are 3 channels that we support here. You can send them email, you can send them WhatsApp, as well as you can send them SMS there. You can use any of that. Like, for example, even in the automation, like you can set up automation. As soon as somebody fills the inquiry form, you want to send them an email, or let's say you want to send them a WhatsApp message, you want to send an SMS, all of that can be done there. And they will receive on the numbers that they have registered the inquiry on. So you don't have to go and manage in multiple places. You'll be able to see it from here.
Okay. Thank you.
So do the parents download the Illumine app and the WhatsApp?
No. So this is at the inquiry stage, like because they've not downloaded your app, correct?
Understood.
So they
Understood.
just, like, for example, if I show one of the nurseries that uses us.
So once they're enrolled, then the direct communication with the parent goes through the Illumine app. Yes. Okay.
Exactly. So there is an app, I'll go to that app. So like, for example, let's assume this is a website of a customer. So if I'm interested in, say, online inquiry, the form that is going to load is from Illumine. They've just embedded it on the website. I pick up a location and say, I'm interested. I fill this information. And as soon as I submit, it will come as an inquiry here. It will say from which source it has come. It will start showing all of this information, that from where it has come, Facebook or an inquiry form. And if I have an automation set up to send them an email within an hour or immediately as soon as they send an inquiry, that will send an SMS or an email to them. And they can come from multiple sources, but this is like one of the sources. We also have an option of, for these forms, to generate a QR code directly out there and then use it on the printed material or keep it at a reception. So even if you're not there or somebody is coming, you can just ask them to scan and fill this. So no issue of filling this information manually and figuring it out whether email was correct or a phone number was correct. So they can fill themselves there. You can have also an auto reply setup where they can just have this link and they can fill it from home or something like that. You can have email templates, all of that defined so that you can automatically reply on all of this. We have integration with Facebook. So if you're running campaigns, let's say marketing campaign on Facebook or Instagram, those inquiries again will automatically come in here. If somebody fills the form on Facebook, it will come here and show you how many inquiries have come from Facebook. So you don't have to worry about having multiple access, multiple places. The whole idea is they come under one place and give you idea what's happening in your center. Does anyone have multiple locations here? Otherwise, I'll skip. Otherwise, I'll show based on, yeah. Okay. I'll take that now at this stage. But yeah, maybe in future, once you have multiple location or you expand, it's become very easy because you can just replicate the same process and enable it. And like, it's not like you have to log out and go to another centers. I can just go to any of my location and access it from here. And at the same time, I can see how my each center is doing across like each channels out there. That is the inquiry side of it. We also have a tour management inside it where I can set up the calendar and the availability, like how many days, how many slots of tour can be booked, whether it can be booked on Saturday or not, with whom it needs to be booked, and it'll give you an alert when it books. And you can add it to your Google Calendar or Outlook calendar also automatically there. So people, what they do is as soon as the thank you email comes, they send them this link to automatically select and go ahead and block a tour out of there. So kind of speeds up the process. And that's the key in terms of converting when someone new inquiry comes. Anything at till this point, anything that you'd like to share with someone, like have done something similar setup already, worked out, or something looking to do something similar setup to bring efficiency here? Okay, let me then go ahead. So as soon as you convert an inquiry, this become a student in your system. A student profile have all the details that you want to capture, as well as you can extend it. If you say you want to capture some additional information, you can capture all the information as part of the student profile, their health and emergency records, their parents' detail, as well as authorized pickup details. All of that can be captured here under one system. And you can click them and send an invite as soon as you're ready to invite them on a platform. You can do one, or when the first time onboarding, it can be done for all the parents together. You'll be able to see which program they're part of it, how many days they come on a week. You'll be able to see their attendance, their billing information, how much is billed, how much is paid, all of that, which fee plan they're part of. So you'll be able to see all the information out there. You can enable auto pay for them as well as do split billing. Let's say both the parents want to have a separate, like there is a split in the family and they want to split the invoices, that also can be set up out there. And this is also available on the parent side. So they can see all this information on their side too. All the documents that you collect will be here, all the forms that you want. And even after enrollment, so let's say you run some surveys, you run field trip forms, signups, all of those, you can still use the forms out there and get it done there.
Can I ask what your fees are for ACH transactions and credit card?
So we have ACH and credit card enabled out there. ACH is, I think, flat per $1, if I'm not wrong, per transaction. And card, based on the card type, it ranges between 2 to 4%. I think MX and Diners or international cards ranges on higher side, while others ranges towards 2 to 2.5% range. Yeah.
Thank you.
What is your experience has been, Lynn, as of now on the card processing? Is it been very high or is it in a similar range?
It's similar on the credit card. It's a little lower on the ACH.
Got it. So that can be a potential saving because do you collect weekly tuition or do you collect monthly?
Monthly.
Monthly. Got it. Yeah. If it's weekly, then it also adds up a lot, like because you're doing multiple ACH transaction in a month. Got it. Anyone, any questions at this stage? Going well, not going well? Okay. You can also quick to the student and see health and emergency informations out there. I can see what programs they are part of it, or if I want to just see health and emergency, I can switch to this and see all this information. You can have your staff managed here too. You can give them a certain classroom access and you can give them a certain role. Based on that, they will have access to certain features, which we help as part of the onboarding itself, like how you want to set it up. You can create custom roles also. Let's say you have something else as a different role. You call them lead, guide, or guide. You can create those too. Okay. These are rooms, groups, all of that you can create. Let's go to, once this is done, you have attendance. Maybe I can show it on the mobile quickly. So you have a QR code. You can keep it at a reception. You can print it. You also have a kiosk mode, which can be used to do a kiosk-based check-in, where the parents can enter their PIN, do the check-in out there. I'm also going to show on the mobile how it looks like. So this is the parent app side of it. I can see the home page where I have a first thing on the top is the QR code scanner. We also give an ID card if school wants to scan the ID card, or they can use the QR code scanner. It will open up the scanner. I can scan the QR code and do the check-in as a parent. If there is a check-in form required, I can fill. On the top, I can see important updates, anything that has come as a reminder, like fees pending or any annual calendar days coming, fee contract that needs to be signed. So I can do all of that on the platform itself. I can view agreement that has been shared. I can sign from here and then submit it. Followed by the timeline where all the update that has been shared can come and quickly get filtered by if you want to, like, so how's the mood today? And this where you see the translation option for a parent. They can translate to any of the language they want out there. So they have a lot of language. They can choose from the list of the languages. And like, for example, I keep using Spanish for this. So I can quickly use this and translate it to Spanish. I can do all of that. Followed by all the updates like food, nap, diaper changes, check-in form, announcement that has been made out there.
May I ask a question on the today's mood, which I love? Is
Mhm.
that something the parent fills in or the teacher?
Teachers fills in this part, yeah. If
I
you want
see.
parents to fill in, there is something called as a connect section where parents can pretty much reach out to you. So they have an option to message. They can go and say, I want to message to all the staff of the classroom that handling my child, or I can go and say, choose a particular staff and send a message to them. I can just type, hi, I can send a message here. And again, there are options out there for AI and translate here, which can help you to phrase it better while writing it. Yeah. They can see the calendar of all the events out there. They can see the lessons and observation records. And they also have an option of seeing all the photos till now that has been shared with them as a gallery, personal details, payment side of it, how much is pending, bank account details, option to set up auto pay, all of that. Handbook. So this is the parent side of interface. Similarly, I have teacher side of interface too. It's very easy to use on the tab and phone. They can see attendance summary here, whose birthday is today, who is on leave today, all of that. And they can record quick updates from here. For example, I want to record today's mood. I will go and select the students. I can do that. And then I can choose. And these options, again, these options, you can add more options also if you want. You want to record a voice note along with that. This is something I don't think anybody has it as of now, but very popular now where teachers use the voice note along with it. You can attach as many as photos, videos, or a document along with it and send it to the parents. You can then see also how many posts has been shared today. I can click on it and I can see each of that. Similarly, teachers also have this section where they can talk to parents, they can send, they also have a staff to staff communication also. They want to send a message to another staff, they can do that too from here. And forms are available for student and staff as well.
Do you have a feature where admin can send a private message to a parent if it's I will use that feature if it's a billing question or what have you that teachers don't need to be privy to. Do you have that feature where just admin can speak or communicate with the parent?
Yes. So we have three options here. We have a shared chat, we have a direct chat, which is a private chat, and a group chat. So shared chat is basically all the teachers are shared and it's happening with the parents and teachers for that classroom. Private chat is like a one-on-one chat. You are chatting with the parents and others cannot see it, except the super admin. Super admin can see the chat for others too. And you can enable this for certain teachers. So once you enable for certain teachers, parent will always only see the name of those teachers to start the chat with. But as an admin, you can chat with anyone. It is one-on-one. Is that something what you are asking, correct, Lynn?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. You can also do a group chat where you can add students, parents, parents and teachers, not students. Yeah. So you can then say, okay, I want this group with 2 teachers out there. Let's say main group for students. Very similar to WhatsApp. Then you can also have an option to create where you can only admin can send a message, not the parents. So that also can be done where you can create those groups and then you can message it here. And you have an option of using AI. Hello, parents. This is for general chat. And I can use AI to phrase it well. Like, for example, you can see this. I have rephrased it. I can use it for multiple variation. So this is really helpful and getting very popular in terms of the conversation. So it takes care of tone, it takes care of grammatical mistakes if that are coming between the communication between teachers and parents. And they can access pretty much all the features that I've showed on the web, also on the phone out here.
I have a question about, we have, say, a lunch bunch program. Can we put a sign up in here for parents to sign their children up for that?
Sign up for enrolling in your program?
Not enrolling, but they're already, say, they're already enrolled and it's extra. We have what's lunch bunch, which is after school for children. Can we make signups within
Sign
this?
up for additional programs, correct, Bob? Sorry, Kim.
That's okay. That's all right.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. So under the programs, I can set up as many as programs I want. So I can,
okay.
And you can put the student in, like, for example, in a preschool program as well as an after school program. So they can be part of multiple programs out there.
Okay. Also, can they, we do signups, and this, the director asked me these questions for conferences during the year. We have conference times. Would be able to
parents conference where they come and meet all the nurseries.
Yes, with the teachers. Yeah. Okay.
So you can use that, like you can, for the conference registrations also, you can create a separate form and then ask them to fill it. If you need the payment also there, you can enable that too.
Okay. All right.
So it will become very easy. You want to see all the inquiries that has come from a particular form. Then I can see, for example, how many inquiries has come from summer camp one.
Summer camp. All right. Yes, we do have a camp. Okay.
Yeah. So you can manage your camps also. A lot of people now manages camps from here. Even if all the inquiries that has come in, let's say last month in spring break, you want to send them a group email or run a campaign on them. So I can do that bulk also. I think I missed that while I was showing it, which is very easy to do. I filter it out, all the inquiries that came in, let's say in the last event, and then I pick up and then send them an email saying that whatever I want to send it, I can just pick it up in email and send it. Like I can pick up a template or I can create a new mail out there. And it will automatically personalize based on the name or whatever the values I want to personalize it on the email. And also I can have an attachments when I'm sending these emails.
Okay, like a registration form for camp or something.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So system takes care of all form of, I think, where you want to take interest from parents, inquiries from parents, run the surveys, you can do all of that. You also have forms later when they become your parent also, then also you can share different kinds of forms, a document request form or a contract to sign or a form to look at it. And then you'll be also able to see how the submissions looks like, how the invoices looks like, all of that. All this information will come. I think there will be a poll for field trip. Yeah. So I can see how many responses has come, how many people are interested, which place to go for a field trip. I can run all of them. So you don't need Google Forms or any other forms after this. Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, so I covered attendance. So check-in and check-out is there for students. You can also move them throughout the day of the room also, and you'll get that reports out. You have daily hour report. You can also quickly check their monthly attendance, how it looks like. So you don't need to download, you know how many days they come. And if you need it for documentation or compliance, you can download this Excel reports also. Similarly, we have attendance for staff also. They can do sign in, sign out from the platform with the same Illumine app with the QR code. And everything is geofenced, so you don't have to worry from where they do it. They can only do it when they're in the centers. And they cannot override it, their timings or anything like that. We also let you manage staff leaves. They can put up the leave request, time offs or PTOs, and you can also track the records of that, how many days they took the time off there. Now, coming to the communication side of it, this is what I was showing on the app. Like, they have an option of a lot of things that they can communicate with the parents. And this is fully flexible. Let's say you only want 3 things to be communicated from a teacher's and you don't want all this option, you can get away with all of these options. But let me show one option, which is announcement. Any important notice or anything that you want to send it to the parents. Let's say I want to send it to the, if you have multiple locations, you can do for multiple locations. I can say tomorrow is big thunderstorm coming, so be cautious. And I can have typos and everything. And again, I can use AI to expand it. And I can say I want to expand it a little bit more formal. And then rewrite it. So if you see this, maybe you guys can read. Yeah. I just gave very key inputs and I'm in a hurry to do it. So this starts saving a lot of time and gets addicted. You don't have to go to ChatGPT or anywhere to do it. Teachers start using and start saving time there. So I can say, okay, I like it. I can use it out there. And as well as I have an option to send this announcement on email also. So if anything is very important, you want to make sure it reaches to parents, you can select an email and submit it. So that will go and update. And the best part is platform doesn't block. So everything is happening in the background. Teachers, when they're doing, they can keep updating it and system will take care of uploading the photos, videos in the background. And you can attach as many as photos and videos in the updates.
So real quick on those photos, because we do a lot and the system we have right now, if we want to upload photos, we have to pick the child, pick one photo, upload, pick the child, pick one photo. So if we have like 10 pictures of Susie and we want to upload all 10, can we click all 10 and hit upload, or how does that work?
I'll show you. So let's say AB is my in case student and I want to upload photo. I click on this, whatever. Let's see, I have photos in this. I don't have, but if I have all, I can do Control A and select all the photos. It's a new laptop I recently moved, so I don't have much in there. But let's say, yeah. So I can just say all and I can select all of them, hit submit. That's all. It's as easy as that. So if I want multiple student, I can tag multiple student too.
That's awesome.
So these all things are very easy to use for teachers and very convenient the way we have done it. And let's say you do, like we have schools who do 100+ photos and it goes seamlessly. Like, so you don't have to wait for 100 photos to upload. You click on it, system will take care of uploading in the background. If anything in case goes wrong, fails, it will show you and you can just re-click and submit it again. Yeah, so daily report will give you a sense everything has been updated. You can update from here. Newsletter is getting very popular. What we see now, everybody uses our newsletter to send it because we have an AI in there. We have a preloaded templates out there. They can just select any of these templates and then start using it. They start building on top of it. Yeah. So we can choose what title I want to give. I can drag and drop any of these sections from here. Let's say I want another image here. I can drag and drop. Or if I want 2 columns, I can just say I want it in 2 columns to do. And then create those newsletters, 4 columns. I want to add 4 photos here. And then save as a template one time as a branding. And then you can easily use it going forward. This will go on the email as well as on the mobile app. So they will be able to see it from any place there. Okay. So this is ParentCom. I touched quickly on messaging, just keeping an eye on time. We also have billing. It takes care of your complete billing. So once the student comes, you select which plan they're going to be part of, and they can avail multiple services as Kim has asked earlier. So they might be on a weekly tuition half-day program, but they're also looking to summer camp or after-school program. So you can put them in 2 programs and system will bill them accordingly. And plans have a flexibility to say whether it's weekly or monthly or any frequency that you like to do it. I can say edit plan. I can say it's a weekly, from which period to which period, all of that. And do you want send invoice via email also to parents? System has auto pay. If you enable auto pay, it will, as soon as the invoice is generated, it will try to charge on the parents and issue a receipt out there. And towards the tax cycle, they can download the tax statements directly from the parent app. They don't have to come to you. So that is also available to them. And if you need to print and give the invoice, so we also have a PDF invoices which can be printed and given to them. The best part is the integration with the QuickBooks. So most of preschools that we work with or seen, they need QuickBooks integration. And the integration needs to make sure that it takes care of syncing it correctly, because we have seen in other cases where it was creating mess on the accounting side of it because the GL accounts were not mapped correctly. The way we have designed the system is each item can have a correct GL account or a tax account mapped on their side. And when it syncs in QuickBooks, it takes care of that. So these are like fee items that are there. And every items will have an account map on the QuickBooks, which account it goes, whether it's an income account, it's a subsidy account, all of that. And it does it in real time. As soon as I issue an invoice, it will sync it in a QuickBooks. So for example, I can see this invoice has been synced, this has been synced. Some of them are not synced because I did make sure that they don't sync it to the QuickBooks, but all of them can sync, as well as the payments get synced automatically in QuickBooks. Any questions or any experience anybody want to share here? Do you guys use accounting systems separately, QuickBooks or any other systems? Got it. So payments has been taken care. Follow-ups also take care of. They have automated reminders. You don't have to worry. You just turn it on. It will take care of following it up, whether 1 day, after 3 days, 5 days. If there is a, it's not an auto pay and that needs to be followed up, so you don't have to worry about it. System will take care of it. And if you want to add a late fee, that also can be configured. System will automatically add a late fee on a certain dates if that has not been paid. Okay, so I think I've covered a lot of things. Now, before jumping on lesson plan and assessment, anything that I missed and you would like to see it here or using in the current setup? Katie, Melanie, Lynn, anyone?
I don't know about Kangaroo. I can only speak for Brightwheel, but the inquiries section where you can where it will generate a notification if someone inquires through Facebook or whatever. Brightwheel doesn't have that capacity. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is very popular also because a lot of parents get to know in the Facebook group, and that's how they come and inquire from there. Or even when you promote your camps, you promote them on Facebook and Instagram. So then you can capture them easily from there. So you know your ROI, what you're spending out there and what is working. You also have a lot of in terms of forecast and everything that I've not gone into detail, like where I can see how many seats are filled, how many getting empty next month, all of that. So like on the capacity and utilization side of things, like I can see which month has higher utilization across the program out there. And like in a percentage sense, I can look at it, or I can look at it as a chart also out there. I know how many students are leaving, exiting this program, all of that. And you can also configure room movement automatically based on the age or a certain dates. That can also be done. Billing also lets you manage subsidy and grants. You can have an age-based subsidy, income-based subsidy setup. System will automatically add those subsidies, give you a subsidy receivable report, so you know what needs to be, like where you stand basically. Yeah, I not have any record here. So as per any state curriculums, we can also do lesson plannings in the system. And we don't have our own curriculum in the system. It's just the assessment framework there. If you have your own curriculum or you're working with curriculums like creative curriculum, high scope, any of those curriculums out there, teaching strategy, so you can use that curriculum directly here. You can create the lesson plans based on the development or the domains and subdomains. And here AI also helps you creating the lesson plan. So I can create the lessons and create from here based on my inputs. AI will create the complete lesson plan tag based on the areas. And then using that, I can create the lesson plan. So I can say what I want to teach this week. Teachers can create it themselves. They can also generate PDFs of this lesson plan, keep it at the week ahead, and then follow it in the classroom.
Can you create a monthly plan or weekly?
You can do it monthly. You can go for the range that you want, and then you can do it for that range out there. So I can go to 30th, and then I can plan for each days out there.
And do you have the, I saw it for a minute there, the milestones per state?
Yes. So we work globally. We have 3,000 childcare centers that we work globally with. We work with multiple curriculums like Montessori, Reggio, EYFS, and all the state frameworks that you have in US. All 50 states have their own scope and sequences or milestones and development areas. So those can be mapped here. For example, this is the one as of now, it's mapped here, but when you come and you're using something else, so that will be changed here and you'll be able to use it directly from here. So once that is enabled, the observations are the one which makes it life really easy. So you can go and teachers can start recording observation. They can say tag a student and then, okay, any observations input that I can add here. Any sample observation that you want me to try with? Come on. Any ideas? Okay, I'll go ahead. Like, for example, AB has started working on pencil grip. We should encourage to do it correctly. I can type this and then again, observation. Also, we have an AI here. I want to be the happy tone and I want to expand it. I can write this observation. The best part is these observations now is very well structured. You can tag them saying that, okay, this is under communication and language. And then I can tag, okay, I'm just tagging random milestones, but I can tag any of these milestones. I can filter it by the age bands and then do it. And I can create this observation. And these observations can later create a very nice portfolio or learning journey when I go here. So I can say, create a new learning journey. I select for which time period I want to do it. So let's say this is from March till now. So I can see all the observation that has come. And if there are photos that will also come, or I can attach a random, like I can attach a photos that has been taken for that observation and create a PDF out of it, which I can send it to the parents. And same way, progress reports also can be created on top of that. So here your school branding and everything will come, child detail will come, all the observations, milestones will start showing up here. You can one click, share with them. So yeah, I think I've gone over a lot of things. I'll take a pause. Helen, you want to have a couple of questions?
I mean, I think they've been asked throughout, but you've covered everything, I think, pretty well. So
Yeah, I covered almost all the things at a brief level. Of course, there are a lot of details in the product, but the idea behind is that you don't have to go anywhere else. You have everything under one roof and you're able to get a complete sense like what is happening. There are a lot of reports available here, which you can download about attendance, billing, staff, inquiries, all of that. And these reports, we have been seeing it from each brand coming up is giving us the feedback. So we keep evolving that. So now you see there are a lot of reports. We started with the 2, but these reports now, when we done for one brand and got it open for other brands, they really like it. Like, for example, which source awareness reports is something is there, cumulative inquiries by stages, how it's coming, how the appointment looks like, all of that. That I'll stop. I'm open for questions here and a feedback to hear it out. How was it?
I have a question. Do you provide the training for this?
So the question is, how do we onboard if we are interested, correct? How does the process looks like? So how do we do the process is we take the data from your existing system, we do migration on the platform, make
Well,
your
if we don't have an existing system, we have not, you know, it's a
then we'll give
minimal.
then we'll give you Excel file. You have to fill that Excel file for student and staff information. Our team will migrate the system data in the system and make it ready so that you can come in the training and see how the system looks like, and the
Mhm.
teachers can come in the training. So we do separate session for
Okay.
managers and teachers so that for them it's easy to understand, and we cover the areas that are relevant for them. So we do live training on the Zoom, and then we also give the recording, and if required, we do follow-up sessions. We have seen where we break in the sessions also. Maybe teachers say sessions 1 and 2, based on how big the number of teachers and how many things you're looking to implement out there.
Okay. All right. Thank
How
you.
how much is the monthly fee?
So monthly fee depends on what you're looking for, but quite affordable in at this stage. If you're looking for, let's say, so there are features out there like billing is there, attendance are there, form is there, assessment is there, AI is there. So based on what you're looking at it ranges based on that. And we are flexible in terms of model wise. We can do a center-based pricing or we can do a student-based pricing, anything there.
I'd be interested in center-based.
Center-based pricing. So okay, so that's something we can look at it, like how big the center will be in. We are looking at it. Is it like 60 students or 100 students?
50.
50 students you have, one location you're looking, and you what are the things that you're looking in the scope? I'll send out the proposal based on that. Yeah.
Okay, so you can add features and then the price goes, okay.
Yeah, so we are flexible. That's why I said, like, you can choose what you're looking at it, and then yeah, this works better.
Based on number of students, number of teachers, number of sites.
There is no pricing for the teachers. We do not charge for the teachers. It's only for the students. So yeah, you can add as many as staff you want on the platform. And we on the students also, we only charge for the active student. So in the student, you have an option to maintain on hold student that are graduated or kind of withdrawal that has happened. All of that information still stays in the system. You can access them anytime you want, but you don't get charged for that.
That history, past students.
Yeah. If you said something, I think I missed in the last. Okay. No, so all good. So how do we look at it? Like, shall we send out more details to you? Anybody who's interested, we can take the conversation forward. Helen, help me because I was not there in the first session.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I think we can send out more information for sure. We can give you price ranges. The main one that we usually go with is like per student pricing. Yeah. It can range depending on what you get. Just a broad range can be $1 to $3 per student per month. So that's like a good range to go off of, depending on what features you get. We can offer a free trial, so we can set you up. We can book a call with you, set it all up, make sure you are comfortable with how to use it. And then that would roll over into the pricing package that you would want to use. So if you are interested in doing something like that, I put my email address in the chat. So you can contact me directly, basically, and we can set that up. So
yeah. And you don't have to worry about the risk. Like, we also offer money back guarantee. If you don't like it, you can cancel anytime. It's not something that you have to hook for 1 year and you have to worry about it.
Yeah,
because we are very confident in terms of how the product works. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you can come. You can send me an email, or you can go to Corey. Just up to you guys.
Have you dropped the email here in the chat? Yeah.
No, they've definitely got Corey's information and then mine as well. I think me and Corey are going to catch up later this week. So yeah.
Any initial feedback from anyone? Would like to hear that? Like anything that you want to share?
I can share that. Of course, I'm on Brightwheel. Prior to Brightwheel, I never realized how much easier it could be. It really makes the job streamlined and concise, and everything's in one place, and it's really friendly. And I applaud you for your platform because it's got some features that Brightwell doesn't. So I think you guys have really thought of a lot of things for this platform. So from my perspective, it looks like a really great site. Are you going to partner with the ELEA? Do you know? If we had, I'm trying to remember what it might have been Brightwheel that partnered with I don't remember, with that where schools could sign up and get some sort of a discount through the ELEA.
Yeah, we were in conversations about that.
Okay.
I think this was the first step to get like a few
Yep.
test locations, basically, to like
Yep.
build the relationship. And
Yep.
then once that's done, yeah, we were
Yep.
thinking about
Great.
you guys do conferences and events and stuff, so we're going to sponsor them, and if all
Great.
goes well, so
Oh, that's great. That's a great idea.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's made a big difference in my duties to have this type of software. It's really helpful. And I'm not a computer savvy person. I'm
I
really
get it.
not. So it's from a computer dum-dum, I'm telling you, it's a really nice thing to have.
I think no. I think it's a good validation in that way, yeah. Because people now get to see that value once they come on a platform, how easy it becomes for them to easy to run that. Whether you are there on the location, whether you're not on the location, the health of the business, all of that is on your fingertips. Yeah.
Yeah, I think especially the transition from like paper-based manual stuff to a technology is the biggest jump. If you go from one tech to another tech, like yes, it's still a difference, but going from paper-based to technology is a crazy.
Yeah, and the billing part of it alone is
Yeah.
a game changer. I'm not sitting here manually entering checks and taking cash, and 98% of my parents use the ACH or credit card option for billing, and it's a dream.
Okay. Okay, with this we'll wrap it up. Nice to have you all and hear your thoughts and questions, Aaron. Nice to show you also the product. Thank you, Melanie, also supporting us there.
No worries.
Well, thank you all so much for being here, and we look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future.
Sure. Yeah. Looking forward.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
everyone.
you.